Safety.com. Eric Pedigo, Eric Kranz, soon to be joined by Adam Stark. He'll be here any minute. Folks, it's week 14 in the majority of leagues. That is the first week of the fantasy playoffs. We are here. We've been studying for nearly minutes. I got here at about 8:35 after I checked my Facebook and I went through and put in a few new songs in. I was left with 3 or 4 minutes of just good study time. So, we're ready. It was enough in high school for me to pass tests, usually, so it's enough for me to help you win your first week in the fantasy playoffs. If you're lucky enough to have a first-round bye, as I am, congratulations. I can just kind of relax this week, take it easy. You know, it's whatever. Who do I play next week? That's what I'm watching.
Sort of scouting.
Yeah. Now, in the radio league, I do take on Stark Dog. We're in the consolation.
Oh, okay, so no playoffs in
No playoffs. I just missed it.
Okay, but you didn't make it?
No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't make it. And if you look at the other 3 teams that didn't make it with me, there's a clear drop off from number 7 down to number 8, 9, and 10. So I mean, I was definitely playoff worthy. It was one of those things where it was just few points, 1 game. You know what I mean? So it's all right.
Not really. I'm in the playoffs in all my leagues.
Oh, Chuck, playoffs no way.
Relax, not that.
Yeah.
Oh, another guy not in the playoffs coming in.
It's pretty clear. I can pull the numbers up. Stark Dog joining us. I've already got you mic'd up, dude, so don't.
Second most points scored again.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, that's what happens to me.
All right. Well, that's, that happens, man, in fantasy. That totally happens. Also, the absolute lowest points scored by about 200.
This is very true. That is what happened. We weren't talking about that, though.
You put those 2 together, and yeah,
equals last place.
And listen, I was 4th to last. You know what I mean? It's the 4 lowest scoring teams in our league are the 4 teams who didn't make the playoffs. Now, I was only 3 points a game behind Mike, the next lowest scoring player, so and I think he was the number 1 seed.
Number 1 seed,
finished 10 and 3.
Who had the most points in the league?
I guess you.
Yep.
All right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the story of your fantasy life. Hey, I'm really good, but
I'm not
fantasy
going to win
gods
it.
hate me.
That's what I'm not going to win it, though.
He'll get second. That's a given.
Maybe.
Here we
Maybe.
are, boys.
I don't know.
This feels great. We got the team back together.
The band came back.
Yeah, it's been hit or miss these last few weeks, and that's okay. And next week you're going to be gone again, right?
Yeah, we're having Christmas in Missouri next week.
Christmas in Missouri.
Hey, man, you got to do
family stuff. We're having Christmas in Bloomington today, so
awesome.
I've got to cut out at 11. We're still going to be a little bit late.
Is Jason going to be awake for it, or?
No, I doubt it. No, he stayed at a buddy's house last night for, a birthday, and they were up all night drawing on each other and goofing off and probably putting each other's hands in warm water. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
It didn't really work. Nobody peed.
No.
Nobody ever peed.
Is it warm or what?
It's warm. Cold? No, it's warm water. You're supposed to put their hands in warm water and then they pee. But it didn't work. So I remember one party we had at my house when we were getting frustrated that nobody peed, so we just started dumping the water on them.
Maybe it's only if you have to go.
Make them think that they peed.
What if you don't? If you don't have to go though, it's not just
Yeah, right. It doesn't just Yeah, no. Yeah, it's not magic.
No.
Anyhow, something worth trying, kids. Just keep it up.
It's not.
No, don't do it. Don't do it,
Don't
kids.
do it. Don't do it. Did he wear shoes today?
Yeah, they're probably in here somewhere. He's probably got some slides on.
Okay.
529-1450. That's the phone number. We're ready to help. One more note about us, gentlemen. I won last week.
Yeah.
What? The streak is over?
By a lot.
Over.
Well, I knew Luck had a huge day.
Yeah, and so did David Johnson.
I didn't remember exactly who everyone picked because I wasn't here. So
You probably got to draw the number 1 overall pick and
Yeah, I got David Johnson, and that did it for me. And then I came back. I got Antonio Brown, he had a mediocre week, but 7. It didn't matter.
A mediocre Antonio Brown week, though, is okay.
Yeah, 17 something.
Yeah.
But David Johnson and Andrew Luck, I could have just stopped there, and I would have won still.
Nice. Well, that's because I wasn't here.
I feel like I had David Johnson.
I mean,
that did it.
I mean, David Johnson is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did Mark take? He's the best. LaShawn McCoy. I mean,
LaShawn McCoy had 26 points.
Okay.
Mark picked Drew Brees, and by the way, Mark, if you're listening, we appreciate you coming in last week.
Yeah,
You did a great
Brees
job.
had a horrible day.
Drew Brees.
Brees, McCoy, Mike Evans. That's not bad.
No.
It's not like he was picking
Brees had
Paxton
his
Lynch.
worst fantasy week of the year, right?
It was really bad. Yeah, and Drew Brees, yeah. Krantz had Brady, Le'Veon Bell, and Michael Thomas.
Thomas, nothing. Brady, not really a great game. Bell, good game, but not David Johnson.
No. So,
What do you guys think about Brady this week?
I'm starting him.
Handsome as ever.
Yeah, that's a given.
Still smart. Still wins lots of games.
I know, but that Ravens team and defense has been impressive recently.
Yeah, no, you're right. And, recently, and I think most of the year, it is Monday Night Football. I like.
Right.
And
they're at home.
It is New England.
I like Tom Brady in the spotlight also. I think he likes to.
No, I think so, too. But that Ravens defense is not a joke.
No, it's definitely not.
Been coming on real strong.
7th in the league against the pass. They have allowed 21 touchdowns.
They're really good against the run.
Yeah?
Just look at it. They're not that great of a team. So some of their battles have been different. I think they can be had by Brady.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
playing him this week, right?
I'm not going to bet against
Tom Brady's throwing 5 touchdowns.
I'm just trying to figure out. He's not throwing 5 touchdowns.
That's what I'm hoping.
I bet you're hoping that. But I don't think he's doing that. I'm just seeing where you guys have him ranked.
He's not going to be in the pick 3 this week. You know what I mean? I don't think anybody's going to roll with him there.
Maybe I will.
Eric Krantz,
5 touchdowns.
I know what you're doing. And no, you're not.
Well, I didn't write him down as far as the pick 3 is concerned. I mean, but that's why I was asking you guys.
I think he's still a top 10 play, but I think if you have Tom Brady and, say, like Jameis Winston, I think you're really looking at that. I think if you have Tom Brady and Phillip Rivers, I think you're kind of looking at that. You know what I mean?
About Stafford.
Right, that's same deal, same boat. I think you're taking a good look at that, because Stafford playing host to Chicago.
Well, they lost to the Lions earlier this year, but I think they want revenge, and the Lions are actually playing really good now.
Yeah, and Stafford's been pretty good.
Yeah, he's been real good.
So, if it's me and I have both of those guys, and it's must-win fantasy playoff time, Brady, Stafford,
you're playing Tom Brady.
I am stalling the best that I can.
I mean, even without Gronk, still Tom Brady.
Probably going Stafford, honestly.
Tom Brady has a instinct and a drive to win.
I know. That's
why he is who he is. What he's done is he prepares so well.
Yeah.
And
but that's why
very handsome man.
Oh,
very
man, you kidding me? Get out of here.
Okay,
Knock your socks off.
We've already established that part.
I agree with the desire to win, but I feel like that could very well lead New England to like a 17-13 victory.
It could too, because sometimes they just want to win, and we're going to do. But also they have the number 1 run defense.
I know, number 1 run defense. Number 7 pass.
You can throw more on them than you can run.
Barely.
Yeah, but and Belichick, we trust, is what they say. And normally he knows. And also, maybe you're not running. Maybe you're dumping it off to Deion Lewis. I mean, they have sat down and scouted and seen where there's openings at here, of what they can do and how they can exploit it.
That's all true, except for the 5 touchdown part.
It's happening. It's not 5 touchdowns. He's running one in, too.
There might not be 5 touchdowns in that game.
You know what? I'm starting Brady over Stafford.
All right.
I am.
Well,
because I'm talking about how great the Baltimore pass D is, 7th in the league.